So we're rotating the focus tube. We've done that and we've put it back in. It needs to be rotated every 10 hours. And we're going to begin the startup process.
Move on. Okay. And what I do is I always check the pressure. When I come up, I always make sure I check the pressure at the top of there. Make sure that it's about 28 pounds. 25, 28 pounds inlet, and about 20 outlet, just to make sure everything's good to go. And I'm doing that, then I come around and I walk around and I start everything up.
What if it's, have you ever ran into it where it's not 28
Yeah,
pounds?
a lot of times you gotta shut it off. Sometimes it loses its prime. So sometimes you have to shut it off, turn it back on, shut it off, turn it back on. Or you have to start cleaning out the suction, the inlet, strainer basket and stuff like that. Or there might be a major plug up at the beginning of the hose, which kind of sucks.
Okay.
Here, I'm looking at that strainer. That's your inlet strainer basket. So if that needs to be cleaned out, the pressure will be a negative. It's called a -8. It'll give you an alarm.
Okay.
Then I turn system pump on and high pressure pump on. And while I'm here, I always check my readings. My vessel 1. Then your vessel 2 inlet. And your vessel 2 inlet, or your vessel 2 inlet is your vessel 1 outlet.
Okay.
And then I just kind of keep on going around to the vessel 2 outlet. And if there's a differential about 10 pounds, you got to change it.
Vessel 2 outlet.
Yep. Resin bag's about 142. It'll be good for today. Normally, if it gets above 100, you want to get it changed. But we can run it about 150. This will come down after it runs too, a little bit. Then I just look at my high pressure gauges. They're running about 110. That's about normal for them. And this is what I always do during the setup. I make sure that the bowls are good and the filter bag is, nothing holding that up and stuff like that. Your chilling unit, switch it to local. Now since it's shut down, you have to reset your inlet water. Right? You have to reset it on the main page, or the alarm page. Then you also have to reset it on the main page. Now we're able to start the high pressure pump up. Turn pump 1 on. I always raise my water level. There's a baffle system in the back right there. And what that does, like overnight, it kind of water seeps into it. So it kind of lowers this level down. If you don't raise that up every morning, what happens is you start getting incoming water. And then you use your resin bags. Because the Jackson water is like at 600 or ppms, and you gotta be 100. That's why we go through so many resin bags.
Oh, okay.
So I always raise that up and stuff. And you can see where the bubbles were coming up.
Yeah.
That means it's empty. because there's air that pushes that back out.
Okay.
So now what we're doing, we just opened our nozzle up. We started our pump up. We opened our nozzle up after it came up, and what we do is we let this warm up at low pressure for about 5 minutes. It heats up all your inducers and all that, your seals, and make sure everything runs okay. And during this time is when I always walk around and would write all my pump pressures down, and you go back in the back and you check for leaks and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's it. Well, let's just do this here and then I can start back up.
Yeah.
So we're going to load a program in. So we're going to go to automatic. We're going to load a program. On this program, we're going to go into this folder 624 because that's the date that I wrote the program. And we're going to run 375 stainless steel. So that's what we're going to run. So when I'm ready, I'll just set my offsets here to the corner and stuff, and we'll get ready to rock and roll. Let that warm up a little bit longer. So we're going to hit work offset. We're going to set the work offset for the material parts that we want to run. So we hit work offset. We position the head at the corner of the material. We hit easy setting. Easy setting is wherever this X position is, as long as this is highlighted. So we're going to easy set that number. Now on Y, I already know that where he's got it set is about 0. So we move it up 100. We move it up 100 thou. So I just close this out. I go to automatic, and I hit program start. Goes up. Now it's going to cut our first part. After it cuts the first part, we stop it and we check the hole size to make sure everything's good. So one thing I look for is I'm always looking for like the edge. Make sure it's got decent edges so you know your brace is working pretty good. Then we just got to measure this part. Here comes the fun spot. You got that bird. grab it. I think it's caliper. So we want to measure the 1.5 inches. It's right at 1 inch 500. That's right at 1 inch. .383, 25/64 is 381, I think. So we're about 5 to 10 thou undersize, which is okay. So what we'll do is we'll make a little offset. We're gonna go back in here to automatic. And we're gonna hit open editor. Since most of this stuff is all yellow here, I want to change yellow and blue. And it looks like they're set up pretty high. So I want to take that. And let's say we want to move it up 10 thou, so we make this 5 thou smaller. We're working the holes. So the back's 22, so we take it down to 17. We'll take that down to 21. I'm just going to take it down. Let's get it right back down to 18. After you make the changes, just save, and then close, hit yes. Then we click on the hole, the next hole, and we hit restart. Hit program start. It says cycle start here, but it's actually program start here. Then once it gets into position, it'll ask you if you want to cycle start again. You hit program start, and away you go. And normally I don't, since I just make that small, to change that.